The new generation of consoles is just around the corner, with the Xbox Series S and PlayStation 5 getting closer and closer to release, and Nintendo working on something for the near future. It's a good time to take a look at the games that came out during the 8th generation of consoles. Jeff here with Ghost Knight Gaming, and it's time to take a look at the top 10 games of the last console generation. A bit of a warning, this is my personal look at the last generation, and I'm only considering games that I've played. However, please feel free to share your favorite games in the comments below, and tell me all about what games you enjoyed the most. Number 10, Fallout 4. War never changes, but we got something a little different with Fallout 4. Set around the ruined city of Boston, Fallout 4 gave us a brief glimpse of what the world was like before the bombs fell. While Fallout 4 suffered its share of glitches and problems, the game featured a densely packed world and made great strides to give the player lots to do. From crafting to settlement building, and more quests than you could shake a stick at, you never felt like the world was empty. It also offered an extensive amount of post-game content, including Nuka World and Far Harbor.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help.
Not now, Preston.
If you've got time, something else has come up.
Okay, maybe too many things to do at a time. Number 9, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay, they weren't kidding when they said everyone was here. Boasting an impressive fighter roster and still more fighters coming out, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has lived up to many expectations since its announcement. The controls are smooth, and with tons of features, you can easily put 100 hours into this game and still not find everything. And can I just take a moment to talk about the over 24 hours of music on this game? Featuring music from just about every game featured in the game, that is just really impressive. If you're looking for a game to play with friends or family, this is definitely the one to do it with. Number 8, Coffee Talk. Let's talk over a coffee, shall we? The latest generation brought a lot more support and exposure to indie developers, and there are a ton of great indie games that made their appearance on consoles and PC. Coffee Talk is a fine example of that. A charming looking game about a coffee shop in Seattle, but with a twist. Many of the patrons are orcs, elves, and even a vampire. With a charming and heartwarming story with plenty of likable and interesting characters, you'll find yourself relaxing as you make espressos and other interesting drinks, enjoying the pleasant soundtrack and just longing to curl up with a warm cup of comfort and the conversation of friends. What else can I say? You gotta try this coffee shop out. Number 7, Mortal Kombat 11. Ready for another round? Mortal Kombat 11 hits hard with a good story, plenty of character variety and customization. Finding a way to successfully reboot the story again in a strangely organic way that makes the single-player experience fun and challenging. It has a robust multiplayer scene with lots of tournaments and events going on no matter what you're playing the game on. And just recently they released Aftermath with more story, more characters, and more interesting guest characters. As a cosplayer, I also have to say I love the character customization menus, as you can get a really good look at each character, and they are designed in almost a practical way. Looking forward to what NetherRealm brings to the next generation.
I still grieve my wife and son.
I'm not so cold as to mock your pain.
A wise choice, Sub-Zero.
Number 6, Spiderman. I've said this before, and I will continue saying it. This has to be one of the best superhero video games out there. Fluid controls that really make you feel like Spider-Man. Whether it's the acrobatic combat or just swinging around New York, you're going to love how everything moves. The game also characterizes its punny protagonist and all of the characters of the game exceptionally well. Add some first-rate DLC into the mix, and you have plenty of the web-slinger's story to keep you busy. Insomniac definitely showed great responsibility with the great power they wielded, and I can't wait to see what's next.
So, should we kiss now? Yeah, maybe later.
Number 5, Doom Eternal. We ripped, we tore, until it was done, and we loved it. Doom Eternal took everything that Doom 2016 did and cranked it up to 11. With a deeper story that explored the Doomslayer's origin in much greater detail, we got so much more than we bargained for. With bigger battles, more ways to slay, and a ton of chances to keep doing it again, I felt we were never left out. The multiplayer combat was an interesting take on the asymmetric gameplay, and while maybe it would have been nice to also have some deathmatch style modes to also play with, there's still enough Doom coming out that I don't feel we're going to get tired of this game anytime soon.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Number 4, Horizon Zero Dawn. What can I say that hasn't already been said about Horizon Zero Dawn? This stunning adventure features one of the best written protagonists in gaming to this day, a combat system that rewards smart and creative play with a diverse cast of enemies to face off against. Looks really good and makes the most of the PlayStation 4 hardware, and I'm thoroughly enjoying exploring the world we found ourselves in. The announcement of Forbidden West has me greatly excited, and I get the feeling I'll be exploring more Zero Dawn before the next game's release. Number 3, God of War. Kratos is back, and he is back with a mighty roar and a swing of his axe. God of War gives a brilliant father and son tale set within the depths of Norse mythology, as Kratos tries hard to overcome his past and try to deal with the future with his son, Atreus. The one-shot approach to the game was also super interesting and helped frame each moment, each combat, each set piece perfectly. The combat is probably the best we have seen in God of War to date, and the promise of Ragnarok gives us plenty of reason to look forward to the PlayStation 5.
Boy, look at me! Look at me, boy! Boy, look at me.
Number 2, Bloodborne. This was a surprise for me. At first I wasn't sure I would enjoy the challenging delve into the Soulsborne games. I figured I would become frustrated and give up, but the more I played, the deeper I got into it, and the more I looked forward to testing my mettle against the many grotesque bosses that hide within the gothic streets of Yharnam. The game is stunningly beautiful in its gothic setting, and everything helps tell a story of forbidden secrets, strange cults, and bloodthirsty foes. Every boss fight won was satisfying, and has had me craving more Souls-like experiences since. Number 1, Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is the game I was waiting for. A treat for players of the original, and a stunning experience for someone new to the story. Final Fantasy VII Remake did so many things right. Taking a deeper look at the first part of the original game, Midgar has been brought to life in such a spectacular fashion. With a fusion of action and strategy in the combat, it keeps many of the battles interesting, while also finding ways to make many of the boss battles a spectacle to behold. The voice acting is stellar, the voice cast very well chosen, and breathing new life into these classic characters. And what would a Final Fantasy game be without its music? The entire score is lovingly updated with impressive arrangements and remixes of iconic pieces of music. Add some great new characters to meet, and plenty of side activities to keep you busy. The wait for Part 2 is going to be hard indeed. And I just wanted to say that the entire segment in the Honeybee Inn was a delight to behold.
Keep it up, Cloud! Work it!
And there you have my picks for the top games of the 8th generation of consoles. I know there are going to be a lot of unique opinions out there, so I want you to share yours in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when another top 10 or other good video goes up, and thanks for watching. Have fun, keep gaming, and I will see you guys again next time.